Everybody's getting ready for sleep. It's going slow. It's snowing. Don't forget just last night. And my friends and friends will come. There's this thing that's going slow. It's snowing.
So ready, but I don't have little ones anymore, so it's real easy. Here's a $250 gift card. Yeah, it's fine. As a parent, when I had 4 kids, I thought, oh my God, this game started at the end as quick as possible. You're good. It's good talking to you. How are you? Just slide. Good.
Do we have a meeting?
We are off for 2 weeks. We're off for our next meeting will be at the expo on the 9th. So 2 meetings up, yes.
Hi guys. How's it going?
Good, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Let's do it.
Giving you all the silver and gold of contemporary jazz. A U.S.
Ring the bell.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to our holiday Rotary meeting. It's a pleasure to see you all. If you are joining us virtually, please make sure that you put your YouTube chats. We will be acknowledging you shortly there if you are. To start off today, we are going to invite Dan Bogart up for our four-way test. There we go.
Thank you, Chris. Good afternoon, Rotarians. If you would recite the four-way test with me, please. Of the things we think, say, or do first.
Is it fair to all concerned?
Third.
Will it build goodwill and better friendships?
And fourth.
Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
Thank you. Christmas.
Thank you, Dan. We'll try this one for a little while. Next up, Dr. Miriam Barnett for our acknowledgement.
Well, happy holidays. And since this is on the big screen, we're going to do something different. We're going to do this together. Okay, ready? We acknowledge that our meeting today is taking place on the traditional homeland of the Tacoma people. Acknowledge that this land was not freely ceded to the settlers who claimed it. We recognize and honor the significance of this land and its waters throughout our people, who have lived on and stewarded this land for centuries and continue to do so today. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary. You may all be seated now. Next up, we have Stephen Deal to the podium for our reflection today.
Thank you so much. So today I want to invoke a little magic in the holiday season. So I ask you guys to just play along with me and maybe close your eyes and listen for a few minutes. And then if you want to talk while I'm doing it, you'll understand what's going on. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas would soon be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below. When what to my wondering eyes did appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles their coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Thunder and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As the dry leaves that before the wild winds fly, when they met with an obstacle mounted to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew my head and turned around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. And bundles of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening the pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke had encircled his head like a wreath. And he had a broad face and a round little belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right old elf jolly, and and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. And laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod, chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night." So I just want to say that I think one of the things that happens in life is we forget the magic. And this poem reminds me of the magic when I was a child, and we read this in the book that my grandmother gave us that was from the early 1900s. And I just invoke that awe, invoke that magic, and have some fun.
Thank you, Stephen. It's the first time I've heard that this season, and it gets better every year I hear it. Thank you, Stephen, so much for that. Now, if you are a visiting Rotarian or a member with a guest, please stand. And Kirsten Wilson's going to bring around the microphone. Visiting Rotarians, please tell us where you're visiting from. Members, please introduce your guests.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I guess I'm on this side. Yes.
Greg Roosevelt, President. My wife Sonia's here today to help celebrate.
Hello, Jason Cornell, Finance and Banking. My guests today, or rather our guests today, are our Interact team. You're our half of our leadership team, if you will. Who will speak for in a moment here in front of the club, and then Ms. Jenny Groppensberger is our faculty rep.
Hello, my name is Jessica Cora, and this is Wes. Wes is from the Armed Services YMCA, and he's thinking about joining the club. So let's do some singing and everything. So I'm Jen Jensen with the City of Ruston, and I am so excited to get today, you guys. My guest is, well, I have two, Emily Seaholm and her mother-in-law, Jenny Seaholm, and they are Emil's host mother and host grandmother, and they're here to see his presentation. But I want to say something about Jenny. She has been involved in Rotary for years as a youth exchange coordinator for her Rotary in Wisconsin. So it's really cool, and I think we should all ask her to put on her jacket here in a minute. She's got this jacket covered with pins. So try to convince her to wear it today. Yeah.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ruth Naseli, the exchange student from Uganda, East Africa. This weekend, my host mom and I went to Seattle to go sightseeing. And as part of being in the theater class, I auditioned for a role in the Chicago musical showing in the spring. So hopefully I get a part.
Hello everybody, I'm Emil. I'm the German exchange student. Yesterday I had my first wrestling match. Didn't go this way, the guy was. My opponent was 25 pounds heavier than me. That's pretty much what happened in the last year.
Kirsten, while you're up here, you can pick the first raffle for today. Number one raffle. Get those tickets out.
Ticket number, probably 3389.
Do we have a 3389 in the room? Oh! You take that as you go back. Thank you. Well, a few more raffles throughout the afternoon as we go along. But first, let's recognize some anniversaries that we have here today. Please stand and be recognized when you hear your name called. And I'm going to start from the bottom, actually. Run off 3 years. I said 17 years. Barry Vincent, 20 years. John Hanson, 27 years. Starbucks card winning, 28 years. And our special guest today, Jim Whitaker, 43 years. He's here with us. And now, Petra Shell from Life Christian Academy is going to come up and give us an update on our Interact Club at Life Christian.
Hi, my name is Petra. Thanks for the introduction. And I am a senior at Life Christian Academy, and I am in my second year of serving as the Interact president. We have 25 members who participate in monthly meetings and service projects. Every first Thursday of the month, we have a general meeting in which we cover the past month's successes, and then we plan for the upcoming month. And sometimes we plan food drives, other times it is service projects. For example, last year, you can see we have some members at the Rotary auction and some EFN food packs. And then the third picture on the top is this year we trick-or-treated for canned goods on Halloween in Furcrest. And then the fourth picture is some members, we did a park cleanup up at Franklin Park next to our school. So yeah, we do all types of service projects. We also raised $350 last year just by holding a bake sale for our senior class mission trip, in which they traveled to the Dominican Republic and provided supplies for the community that they served there. Every month we run a food drive for the Life Center Church Food Pantry. In addition, 1 to 3 members of our club serve weekly in that food pantry to help with anything from sorting their food donations to packing care packages for the Life Manor retirement homes. Jason Peters' attendance at our monthly meetings has been extremely helpful, and they often participate in our service projects and consistently present opportunities for our club to serve in the community. Jace presented a great opportunity for our executive team in last January. Harvest Against Hunger was giving the chance for Interact or Rotaract clubs to win $1,000 for like the food organization of their choice. And our executive team wrote up an essay, and we won the $1,000 and gave it to the LC Food Pantry. Thank you. Our Interact Club does not just serve the community, but we trains leaders to continue serving after graduation. And my predecessor, Thomas O'Neill, has started a Rotaract Club at the University of Puget Sound. And my hope is that I can follow in Thomas's footsteps and practice serving in the community when I attend college. And I am incredibly grateful for the community of people who share my love for service. And I would like to say a heartfelt thank you to the Rotary Club and all of its members for showing continual support to all the Interact clubs and Rotaract clubs and helping provide us with amazing opportunities. Thank you.
Thank you, Petra, and thank you, Jason, everybody who works with the Interact and Rotaract students as well. Now, we can take a little journey. We get to find out a little bit about our exchange students and their traditions at home during the holiday season. So we're going to start off with Ruth heading up to the podium. And Ruth, come on up and tell us all about your home.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, once again. My name is Ruth Nasali, the exchange student from Uganda, East Africa. You might be wondering what Christmas looks like in other countries and what Christmas is like in Uganda. We don't have specific traditions that we follow as a country or as a holiday specifically, but as a family, it is truly a magical time for us to come together and to celebrate. A typical December to the villages, the more rural areas, the tree decorating, the gift wrapping, seeing family members come far and wide to celebrate together as one, and the endless goodness, delicious food. My family is the most on December. It's quite hilarious. setting up the tree with my siblings, guessing what we each got for Christmas. It's always so memorable for me to cherish these little moments with them. Christmas Eve. The day before Christmas is a special time when all the cousins, aunties gather at the house. Everyone enjoys tea together. The kitchen is filled with the smell of delicious food being prepared. I think you can tell I quite like food. The older children help out with the cooking and tidying up while also keeping an eye on the little ones. Being the eldest, being the firstborn child, the first daughter, the first niece, the first grandchild, I pretty much have most of the responsibility. It's a busy yet joyful day as we get everything ready for the Christmas celebration. Oh, I did not add this in my presentation, but the day before Christmas, there is an international church called Watoto. It was founded by a Canadian, I don't quite remember his name, but every year during Christmas season, they hold these beautiful Christmas performances, dancing, choir, and I really feel so bad that I did not add this in my presentation, but it's so beautiful. The name of the church is Watoto, and it holds the most glorious Christmas presentations. And hopefully, if I find them, I'll show them to you. Okay, Christmas usual and start getting ready for church. It doesn't matter if Christmas falls on Sunday, Tuesday, or Thursday. Going to church is a must. Back home, the church always puts on beautiful Christmas performances that are a joy to watch. There is dancing, choir singing, and story enactments about the life of Jesus, especially for the little ones. It's heartwarming to see the of Jesus and understand why we celebrate this special day. After the 2-hour church service, our parents spend time catching up and chatting with friends. Once we get home, we jump straight to getting ready for the big Christmas dinner or party. These dinners are usually hosted at someone's house, or you can go out to restaurants, you can go out to hotels, whatever you like. But last year, we had it at my cousin's place, which made it even more exciting. The moms and aunties made sure everyone had plenty of food, more like overflowing plates really, while the dads and uncles gathered together, laughing and chatting with drinks in hand. The kids played games, ran around, and filled the house with noise and laughter. Meanwhile, the aunties and moms stayed busy in the kitchen, gossiping and sneaking tastes of the food. By the end of the day, sleep on the couches or curled up in random of the house, completely exhausted, the parents slowly start gathering their things to head home, while the older kids beg for a sleepover. The amount of times we begged our parents for sleepovers that never happened is immense. The house feeling warm and cozy, and the kitchen sink is stacked high with dishes to a sign of a day well spent. Christmas Day is always loud, joyful, full of love, making it one of my most favorite days of the year. Now, you must be wondering why I did not mention gift opening on Christmas Day. Well, we do open gifts on Boxing Day, the morning of the 26th. That's the only different thing that we have. But other than that, Christmas is more or less the same here, and I'm so happy and honored to celebrate Christmas here and see what you guys have. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ruth. Now it's time for raffle number 2. Ruth, grab a ticket from there.
486352.
And Emil gets an early Christmas present. And now, Emil, it's your turn to come up, the freshly minted card-winning presenter for your turn.
Hello everybody, it's me, Neil again, the German exchange student. I'm also going to tell you about how my family in Germany celebrates Christmas. So, for the first thing, it's not really a slide, but it's just a lot of things that we do before the 24th. So usually on the 16th of December, I go with my entire dad's side's family going to chop a Christmas tree. That's multiple like 5-hour experience. Me and my cousins and my grandma, aunts going into a forest, like forests where you can chop down your own Christmas tree. Then after that you bring it home. So and on the 6th of December. So on the 24th, we start with going to church with my mom. Usually doesn't go. He's not really into church. He isn't the big fan of it. Then we go to church, watch a Christmas play, how little children play. Then we usually go back home and meet with all the family, with my grandma from my dad's side, with my grandparents. My cousins are not there. They have their own Christmas party at their own home. And usually everybody's there. And after some time, my grandparents from my dad's side go to my cousins, so they also have them. Then I read the Christmas story because I'm the oldest one. I have to read the Christmas story to my little brothers again. That usually takes a while because they cannot wait to open the presents, so they like run around and just have way too much energy, and then even though it's like 8 p.m. and that takes a while. It's not fun after sometimes. Sometimes there's also a fight brewing between them. They're not there really like each other on Christmas Day. I don't know why. Then we open the presents, and after we open presents, everybody leaves, and we get to my personal second best dinner of the year that my mom cooks. It varies through the years.
Go back with Randy.
It varies through the years. Sometimes it just depends on what my mom feels like and what we. It's never the same. Like it changes every year. But on the next day, what we call the first Christmas day, that's the 25th. We go to my grandma's or my mom's side, where it's the best dinner, lunch or dinner that often from the entire year. It's always a booth with potato dumplings and for appetizer, chicken soup with just noodles and chicken stew. It's the best food ever. Me and my cousin always have a contest how many potato dumplings you can eat. They are really filling. My dad eats a lot, can eat like 7 of them. My record is 20. And yeah, we get some more presents, not the biggest one, like some small and the family comes from all over Germany. We have a few guys that live in the bigger city in Bochum on my dad's side originally comes from after they came. So I meet a few more of my family members. And usually there's like another 5 from my great cousin to my normal with everybody else because he's 22 and the strongest, and my cousins and my brothers are really competitive. They always want to prove that they are the strongest, and every day there is happening a lot of stuff. Now I wake up on the 25th at 6 a.m. going to my grandma's house, which was like a 1-minute walk to there. So and help out with preparing the lunch and all that stuff. So it's a nice experience. It gets really hot in the kitchen. Then we usually all try to sleep at my grandma's place because everybody knows sleeping at the grandma's place to be at Christmas because you get so much food and so much stuff that it's enough for the entire year. So yeah, it usually never works. On the next day, we go to my grandma's. My grandma from my mother's side, where we eat something called raclette. You put for people that don't know what it is, it's like on top it's like a pan where you put just meat on it and cook it, like a pan. In the bottom, there's like heat stuff that you put potatoes in and cook in there. My personal favorite is making homemade pizza. You can put a bread, some cheese, and a tomato with maybe some sometimes baked pizza. Then put it in for a few minutes and eat it. It's really nice experience because the family from my mom's side is really big. They don't have any children, but it's like there's nobody my age group. I don't have any cousins in there, but it's like a general family. The house gets pretty full, and it also gets sometimes pretty chaotic. And yeah. And before all of that happens, before Christmas, on the 6th of December, we have something called Nicholas Day. It's a tradition that we have from the Netherlands. In the Netherlands, the Christmas Day is on the 6th of December. And what we do on this day is we clean our shoes the day before and put it out on the front porch. Everybody hopes to get some candy overnight. And because the story tells if you're not brave the year, you get cold in your shoes. Yeah, that's pretty much my December experience, my holidays December experience.
Thank you, Emil. And
You get to pick a raffle as well. If you pick Roost, we'll know this was all planned. All right.
486377.
3377. You probably are here. 337. There we go, right there. No 3377. Barbara, is that you?
I don't know.
Did you get to? Okay, we'll go to the next one since there's nobody claiming 3377. Well, that's the one then. Okay, we'll try it again.
48663347.
3347. Dorothy, right there. Did you think of that too? There we go. Now I'd like to invite up to the podium our sponsor for this week, Cindy Graney. You want to come up? Well, then how about a big round of applause for our sponsor today, Cindy Graney. If you are interested in becoming a sponsor, please contact Vocational Committee or David in the office, and they will hook you up with that. They're sitting right there. Our Vocational Committee is right there. Halen and Cindy, they're going to applause to them. We'll do a quick little bonus. The next time we see you in person is a very important day. We'll talk about it a little bit later, but it is the Business Expo at the Greater Tacoma Convention Center. Try to throw community in there. So remember that's the next time we'll see you on January 9th. Now, I would like to invite up to the podium one of our favorite people who we haven't seen for a little while, Amy Wickstrom, to our program today.
It's wonderful to see many of you, and hello to those who I haven't met yet. My name is Amy Wickstrom. I'm the Executive Director of the Puget Sound Rebels, and we are here to revel with you and have some Christmas fun. There are song sheets on your table. This will be a participatory experience. So please share your song sheets as you are able, and we will also be happy to take requests. I'm going to call up our Rebels team now to the front. I'm going to start with song number 1, Deck the Halls. And is everybody ready?
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Come scroll the ancient Yuletide carol. La 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 la. Sing the blazing Yule before us. La 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 la. Strike the harp and join the chorus. La 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 la. All will be in merry measure. La 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 la. While we tell of Yuletide treasure. La 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 la. Pass away the old year passes. La 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 la. Hail the new year, lads and lasses. La 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 la. Sing with joy us all together. La 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 la. Heedless of the wind and weather. La 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 la.
Let's go ahead with number 4. Here comes Santa Claus.
Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. It's Santa Claus and all his reindeer blowing on the reins. Bells are ringing, children singing, all is merry and bright. So hang your stockings, say your prayers, and Santa Claus comes tonight. Here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. He's got a bag that's filled with toys for boys and girls again. Hear those sleigh bells jingle, jingle, oh, what a beautiful sight. Jumping better from your head, as Santa Claus comes tonight. Here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. He doesn't care if you're rich or poor, he loves you just the same. Santa Claus loves you, all God's children, but he makes everything right. So fill your hearts with Christmas cheer, 'cause Santa Claus comes tonight. Here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. He'll come around when chimes ring out and Christmas morn again. Peace on earth will come to all if we just follow the line. So let's give thanks to the Lord above that Santa Claus comes tonight.
Number 14, Silver Bells.
City sidewalks, dressed in holiday style, in the feeling of Christmas. Children laughing, people passing, meeting smile after smile, and on every street corner you'll hear silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring a ring, hear them sing. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Strings of street lights, even stoplights, blink a bright red and green, as the shoppers rush home with their treasures. Hear the snow crunch, see the kids punch, this is Santa's big scene, and above all this bustle you'll hear silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring a ling, hear them sing. Soon it will be Christmas Day.
Any song requests? That's number 16, so on page 6.
Sing the free, while you listen, in the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away is the bluebird, here to stay is the new bird. He sings a love song as we go along, walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he is Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man. But you can do the job when you're in town. Later on, we'll conspire as we dream by the fire to taste unafraid the plans that we made, walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he's a circus clown. We'll have lots of fun with Mr. Snowman until the other kids knock him down. When it snows, ain't it thrilling? Though your nose gets a chilling. We'll frolic and play the Eskimo way, walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a winter wonderland.
Okay, now we're going to do something very special. I've tagged a few people to come up and help us. And we're going to do the 12 days of Christmas, which is in your book. So if you were recruited early on, come up to the corner here. Julia will help you get your tunic on. Where's Linda Kay?
Right here.
She's 5 golden rings.
Of course she is.
Make sure we have enough people up here. And while they're doing that, let me just talk a little bit about pizza. This is my opportunity to do local. So our organization is 32 years old, and we are here in Tacoma. But did you know that we are one of 9 cities across the country? And so we are fortunate in Tacoma to have a Rebels company. We are known for our show, the Midwinter Rebels, which we just finished last night. So if I look a little tired, I was at the theater till midnight. But it was a wonderful show. Every year, the show is different. And I think some people don't know that. In fact, I didn't know it until I became part of Rebels. Every year is a different tradition from a different culture from a different time. And so every show is new and unique. This year's show is based on Seneca Village. Seneca Village was a village formed in 1825 by free African Americans in what is now Central Park. And it was also inhabited and welcomed into the culture of Irish and German immigrants as well. So it was integrated. So this was before abolition. So that's pretty unique and remarkable. The town thrived for 30 years until the Parks Commissioner, played by Stephen Neshua, came to the village, and eventually they were moved off the land. We had the privilege and pleasure of actually meeting the only known descendants of Seneca Village, Andrew Williams' family. Andrew Williams founded Seneca Village. And so they were participants in helping us build this story. And Mariah Williams came out and was at 2 of the shows. So that was very special for us. We do things all year round, not just the winter show. We do pub sings, we do May Day at Wright Park, we do family and all generation activities. It's very participatory. We do dragon parades. If you're curious about that, check us out. Dragon parades. We have a mechanical fire breathing dragon. And so there's something almost every month that you can participate in. Check us out on our website because there's a lot that we do on the Midwinter Show. We celebrate traditions all year round, different cultures and different ways to celebrate singing, dancing, and story. Coming up next is our called Art Tunes in February. It's a BIPOC artist panel discussion. And so that's the next thing coming up. And then after that, in March, we're doing Hudson. And those sea shanties, those are so fun. So check us out and join us for these are free activities, except for the production of the Rialto, which is 5 shows. And so I really invite you to participate. We have a lot of fun. Our little motto is we fling joy. So are our players ready? All right, let's get them lined up. While they're lining up, I just want to introduce the crew here. We've got Ruth, Stephen, Megan, Maurice, Mike, Kathy, Lois, and Julia. All right. Julia is our stage manager, so she's doing her stage managing today too. I'm just going to give us a little extra space here. All right, so page. What page are we at? 3. Page 3.
Are you ready out there?
They're
coming in one
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 4th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 4 hummingbirds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 5th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 5 golden rings, 4 hummingbirds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 6th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 6 geese a-laying high golden rings, 4 hummingbirds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 7th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 7 swans a-swimming, 6 geese a-laying 5 golden rings, 4 hummingbirds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 8th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 8 maids a-milking, 7 swans a-swimming, 6 geese a-laying 5 golden rings, 4 hummingbirds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 9th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids a-milking, 7 swans a-swimming, 6 geese a-laying 5 golden rings, 4 hummingbirds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 10th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 10 lords a-leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids a-milking, 7 swans a-swimming, 6 geese a-laying 5 golden rings, 4 hummingbirds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 11th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 11 harpers piping, 10 lords a-leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids a-milking, 7 swans a-swimming, 6 geese a-laying 5 golden rings, 4 hummingbirds, 3 French turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 12 drummers drumming 5, hammers clapping 10, boys a leaping 9, ladies dancing 8, maids a milking 7, swans a swimming 6, geese a laying 5 golden rings. 4 hummingbirds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
Great job. Great job. Great job.
At Rebels, we have many traditions, and if you come to a show, you'll know that some of them repeat at every show. And one of the most beautiful traditions we have is this poem, the book, being read by Lois.
It's on. Okay. So, Rebels started about over 50 years ago. And Susan Cooper, who is a Newbery Award-winning author, wrote a poem specifically for the Rebels. And it is said at the end of every, it is recited at the end of every Rebels performance throughout the country every year. So at the end of this poem, I invite you to welcome you all with us. Okay. So the shortest day came and the year died. And everywhere down the centuries of the snow-white world came people singing, dancing to drive the dark away. They lighted candles in the winter trees. They hung their homes with evergreen. They burned beseeching fires all night long to keep the year alive. And when the New Year's sunshine blazed awake, they shouted, reveling. Through all the frosty ages, you can hear them echoing behind us. Listen. All the long echoes sing the same delight this shortest day. As promise wakens in the sleeping land, they carol, feast, give thanks, and dearly love their friends and hope for peace. And so do we, here, now, this year, and every year. Welcome, Yule.
Welcome, Yule.
Number 3, have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas, let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas, make the Yuletide gay. From now on, your troubles will be miles away. Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years we all will be together, the face of love. Hang a shining star upon the highest cloud, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now.
Let's end with we wish you a Merry Christmas.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. Now bring us a figgy pudding. Now bring us a figgy pudding. Now bring us a figgy pudding and bring it right here. We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. So bring it right here. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Big round of applause for the Rebels, everybody!
Hello. Okay, there we go. All right. Thank you, Amy, for bringing Rebels to some Rebels. Thank you. I know closing a show and coming back the next afternoon is never a fun thing right away. So thank you so much for that, everybody. Now it's time for another raffle. Amy, would you be the one to please pick a ticket?
Last 4 digits or 3 digits? What's the change?
Last 4.
Okay, 3344.
All right, some announcements that we have for y'all. Number 1, you should have received your 2024 nominating committee ballots in the mail. Be sure to drop them in the box out in the foyer or in the mail prior to December 21st. We also have ballots, not ballots, but I would say nominations are being taken for our 2025 Rotarian of the Year. In your yellow folders are copies of those, or you can visit the website. And forms are due in the office by January 16th. So you have just a little under a month to get those turned in. It's a great thing to work on during the holidays. Then we also have, like we spoke about already earlier today, the Business Expo coming up on Thursday, January 9th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Greater Tacoma Convention Center. Mary and Cindy, anything important we need to know about that, or are we going to hear more details later?
We need more people.
More people. More tables?
More tables.
More tables. If you would like to showcase do an exhibit on your business, or you know anybody who might be interested, make sure you get that information to Cindy and Mary Lynn. Gil.
Yeah, can outside businesses do that, or is it just Rotarian businesses?
It's all businesses.
Outside is good.
Yeah. We've also invited clubs from around the district to come along and join us if they'd like to as well. So invite your fellow Rotarians or invite your friends. It's a great day to bring people.
And it starts at 11 a.m.
11 a.m. The
And I think
meeting
it'll be done by
will
what?
start at noon.
I think it'll be probably more 1:15.
1:15-ish?
Yeah.
So 11 a.m. to 1:15. The all-important ISH that follows everything. All right. We do want to thank some people today. Randy Goodman for our technical support today. Remember, if you'd like to learn tech, we'll be happy to teach you how to do that. So it's not for Randy all the time. Kristen Wells for greeting Rotarians and managing the roving mics. And Dean out there handing out tickets as well to start. Barbara Wyatt for being our story writer and photographer today. For our Puget Sound Rebel. For presenting today. My challenge to you in the new year and even during this holiday season is if you have an experience that your family's going on and you'd like to involve Ruth or Emil, let us know. We'd love to make that happen. I'm sure there's some things you'd love to do in the community before the year's already halfway done, which is scary to think almost with that. We want to get those things happen for you. Now, one more raffle. Teresa, come draw. Oh, sorry. That's your please. And a huge round of applause for Teresa and her staff this year. They're all making a great job.
It's 4863414.
You got that wrong.
414, last time we did this. We got that one. Woo-hoo! Right back there. Not a trip to Hawaii, whoever thought that. You want to try to Now, it's been a while. This is one we've been doing for a long time. Amy, how long have we been doing this version of It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year? Is it like 10 years now? At least 10 years. So, to close us out today, let's go ahead and sing the Rotary version of It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year. It's the most wonderful time of the year. With the kids all belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the happiest They'll be fine like we're roasting marshmallows, we're toasting and caroling out in the sun. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Everyone's glowing and hearts will be glowing with love from our year. It's the most wonderful time. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Everyone's glowing and hearts will be glowing and love will come here. It's the most wonderful time. All of us here, have a wonderful holiday season with you and your family. God, we thank you for celebrating. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
Pretty soon we'll be able to make those.